talking to Coach Kelly the other day. He was talking about how the responsibility is on the quarterback to change the protection from what is originally set. With everything you have on your plate, I mean, I would imagine that adds a lot to what your responsibilities are. And how difficult is that when you're trying to keep everything else in order and take charge of everything else?
Well, if you can't protect yourself, you can't play. So that's the first and most important thing for me, is being able to protect myself and going from there.
Was that a difficult learn for you?
No.
What are some of the aspects of it that you have to take into consideration when you're making those decisions?
Well, you just got to be you got to do your homework. You got to know what the defense is giving you. You got to know what they want to do against you, and you know, when it comes to protections, you gotta be clean on them. So you know, not everyone is going to be perfect, but if you can get them right most of the time, then you'll have a successful chance at getting the playoff and being able to go through your progressions and make plays.
Thank you.
Well, Coach Kelly said on Tuesday that on your 9 runs, you probably should have had 60 or 70 yards. When you went back and you looked at the film, what could you have done differently to have more than the 16 yards that you had on runs?
Yeah, we had some alignment issues. We had some things that, you know, going fast paced. You know, a lot of things will can be out of whack, but being able to be in alignment is first and foremost, and some of those things were crucial and making the reads a little bit different. So, you know, we fixed those this week, and you know, being able to continue to read out, you know, some of the looks they gave us a few different looks, and you know, things that we've practiced, but you know, being able to see them again in real game time is going to only improve and get better from here.
Is just part of it getting more comfortable with CJ and Josh in the backfield, and now Dexter during practice this week too?
Yeah, you know, just getting more work with those guys, getting more familiar with those guys is something that's important, especially for our run game, because that's a big part of what we do. So, you know, we spent a little bit of extra time today trying to get some in with me and CJ, and you know, we're just going to keep working from here.
Malik, can you talk about the evolution of Torrey Hunter, both from his health standpoint and just what you've seen in him and his growth as a receiver?
Well, I always knew Torrey was a dynamic player for us. You know, back when he came into school, I knew he had a lot of special qualities about him, a lot of things he can do very well. And to see him go through injury was kind of he was like, man, like you wish it didn't happen to him. But you know, I'm not surprised by what he's able to do for us, and I'm not surprised by what he's able to contribute to his football team. He has some of the best hands on the team, if not, and some of the best routes. So I think being with him in the game, I'm a lot more comfortable, and I know he's a great player, and he's a dynamic athlete.
Malik, I know you got experience in the USC game in a road environment last year, but your first true road game as a starter, is there an excitement level to that, to go into a hostile environment like that?
Well, you just go in there with being prepared. I think being prepared is the biggest thing that you need to have, not only being at home, but being away. Communication and over-communication is very important also. So, you know, we're stressing that in practice a lot with the loud music, and being able to communicate through that and be clear. So if we can do that, then, you know, that kind of cancels out some of the stuff that is going on around us, and, you know, we can focus on what we're trying to do.